Welcome to Knit One.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Episode 42.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. We're back.
We are back. And I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D, 37 on Ravelry, and Spark People. Eventually I'll get there.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wendy on Ravelry and Penny Wendy 2 on Spark People. And I have been tracking my food for the last 2 days.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I make excuses, and this is where lying to yourself. But my father leaves on Thursday, so we're going out to dinner tonight.
So you know what?
My
make
week
Thursday your start date. You know, or make Monday your start
No.
date.
No. It's better off if you do it not on a week. I've realized that. Do it on an off day.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try tomorrow.
Sounds good. I did mine on the 3rd because I knew that the 1st and the 2nd I'd be eating things.
Yeah.
I guess I started on the 2nd. I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't do it on the 1st, though, because I knew we were going to go out for dim sum, and I was like, I'm going to eat whatever I want at that meal. So.
No, I agree. So, anyways, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Welcome to any new viewers, and welcome back to our continuing viewers.
Yes.
And thank you for letting us take a week off.
Yes, that was really nice.
Yeah, it was. It was very relaxing, knowing that we didn't have to record. Not that we don't love to record. It was just, my husband, my family, your husband.
I had my parents in town. It would just have been one extra thing to manage during the holidays. Now the kids are back at school. The visitors are all gone.
And trust me, you wouldn't want to hear the kids in the background. My kids didn't want to leave the house, period, because they were playing with their friends, and the weather has been fantastic for it. So, in all honesty, if I can shove them out the door and have them play, I'm going to shove them out the door and have them play.
Yeah.
When it comes down
Good.
to
We
it.
have 636 members on our Ravelry group.
Great.
Inching up on that 1,000. We're going to do something big for 1,000. I hope it coincides with
It's not going to
1 year.
coincide with 1 year. We got 42. We got 10 more episodes.
Oh.
It's taken us 42 episodes to get 600.
You people need to join our group. Come on.
It's not going
And
to
you
coincide.
will want to join after you see all of the fabulous prizes that we were able to buy with money that we got from donations and Christmas presents and everything.
Speaking of donations, I'd like to say thank you to Judy L. once again for her generous donation to the podcast. I asked her.
You just shot through the room.
And I also would like to thank again Beth, Melissa, Bev, Lisa, Katie, Diane, Tanila, I'm sorry if I pronounced that one wrong, Heather, Stephen, Leslie, Betty, and MJ for the donation as well after the gift certificate to the Socks that Rock.
Did you get the one that I forgot to put on there too?
MJ, yes.
MJ.
MJ.
Okay, sorry, MJ.
I can't forget MJ.
Sorry.
So we want to thank you again for that. That was much appreciated. And Socks that Rock sign-ups are today at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So 4 o'clock I will be on that website. I may have some problems trying to figure it out, but I'm sure it will go smoothly. And if not, Diane at Knittables will be getting a PM from me and saying, help! How do I sign up? Either that or Socks that Rock will be getting a phone call from me.
You'll be able to do it. It will work out just fine.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I know. I'm actually going to sign up for a club, too.
You are.
I am, but it's going to be Into the World.
Oh, the
and
bag?
I'm going to sign up for the Fiber Club.
Good for you.
Yes. And I think I'm going to sign up for the double dose, which is two 4
ounces, so 8 ounces. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my reward to myself for being on back on the
track
with the food and the diet and everything. It'll be something to look forward to every month.
So on that note, do any of you guys sign up for clubs? If you do, let us know. Let us know in this thread for the episode. I want to know what clubs you sign up, because I was reading the Socks that Rock Club. I'm all about them now. Sorry. Anyway,
you're going to hear about this all
year.
But
well, at least once every other month. Anyways, no, I was reading, and she goes, does anyone else sign up for clubs? She goes, we can't all be exclusive for Socks that Rocks, and a lot of them mentioned Cookie A, so I went to Cookie A because a friend of ours wanted to sign up for hers last year, but she's changed her mind and signed up for the Socks that Rock, and I didn't know if she was regretting that decision or not. But I briefly read on the thread that Cookie A isn't doing another sock club, but I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate. So, if you guys sign up for clubs,
I'm always interested, especially fiber clubs. I'm doing Into the World because, number one, the lady that runs Into the World is like the cutest person ever, and I think she is so sweet. And number 2, all of her colors really appeal to me.
Yeah.
And number 3, she is going to do a variety of bases.
Oh, nice.
And as a new spinner like
That's what
myself, I want to find out which bases I like and which bases I don't like so much. And that way, when I go to buy a ton of fiber at Mass Sheep and Wool or New Hampshire Sheep and Wool or Rhinebeck, I will know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I think it'll be fun. Plus, the other thing I like about Into the World is she charges you on a monthly basis. So you pay each month instead of all up front, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
So I'm looking forward to that.
That's good. So jump on in, onto the dance card. You want to go first? Or you want
I can go first.
Okay. Sounds good.
The first few things I'm going to tell you are the things that I didn't work on that I'm not going to show to save time for all the stuff that we're going to show you later on. So, Lysianthus by Rosemary Hill, designs by Romy, $8.50 on Ravelry. I did not work on it at all. I'm hoping I will get back to it soon. You will see why I wasn't working on it, because I did have stuff to do. Also, the Flower to Hexagon blanket by Jessie Rayat, free pattern on Ravelry. You know that's my sock blanket. I work on it when I have time or when I have the inclination, and didn't get any love at all.
Well, that's a long-term project.
It's a long-term project.
Anyways.
I mention it because it's always on the hook, but I didn't do it. The one project that did get some love this week is the wrought iron cardigan by Stephanie Talent, which is going to be a part of her new book, California Revival Knits. It's starting to get kind of giant. And I want to point out, even though it's huge, fits in my large, knitting's my bag. It's awesome.
A large one.
Oh yeah, Sheila's got one too. Yep. It's big, can fit a whole sweater. And the yarn.
And the pattern, depending on the pattern.
And the pattern. So here it is. This is it's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry, Sheila. I'm just going to stick it in front of you. This is the front, and I got most of the first sleeve done. I have probably 4 or 5 more inches to do on the sleeve. And you can see the sleeve is knit on.
It's got a gorgeous cable.
Yep, it's got the cable on it.
Really pretty. Sorry.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love the color.
I love the color
What's
too.
This? Go Happy Forest?
Happy Forest, Dream and Color Classy, which is my favorite yarn base. Happy Forest, my favorite Dream and Color colorway. And I'm having a great time with it. And Stephanie was really sweet. She updated the arm pattern and she sent me a copy so that I would have the most up-to-date version since I'm test knitting this, really. The pre-knitting it hasn't been tech edited yet. So I worked on that quite a bit during the vacation. And I think if I can give it enough time, I was sick. I had that bad infection. I didn't knit for a while because I was really sick. And then I had guests and stuff. But I think if I can really give my attention to it, I should be finished with it in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take to knit. There's like a big, wide shawl collar, fold-over shawl collar thing that has to go on it. So I don't know how long that's going to take me to knit. But I want to get done with it. I love it. I really want to wear it before it starts to get warm. So I'm really going to push it.
It's kind of hard to say right now because we've been having
warm weather.
Cold, warm.
I know. So anyway, that's it. Wrought iron cardigan. We've been linking the information to pre-order the book. You can preview the pattern on my project page or whatever, but the book...
Yeah, we always link it in show notes, and I want to apologize. I took a week off from show notes, too.
But if you look at past episodes,
it's there, yeah.
And then the new thing that I have on the needles is the Biddy Cabled Cardigan by Heather Cabanas. She designed it for Knit Picks. It's $2.50 if you buy it through Ravelry, which she said is for international buyers. It's $1.99 if you order it on the Knit Picks. It's a downloadable pattern on Knit Picks. I don't know why international people wouldn't be able to download on Knit Picks. So if you're international and you're thinking about buying this pattern, try the Knit Picks page first because it's cheaper.
And if for some reason you can't, let us know why.
Yeah.
Let us know why. Just because, we're kind of curious.
Like, it's because it'll cost you more if you buy it on Ravelry, and she would prefer people to buy it through Knit Picks. But I don't know. Like, I don't know why. Maybe being on an international web server, it won't let you download things from the Knit Picks website. I don't know. But, if you find out why, let me know. Or if you already know why, put a note in the thread. Because I'm like, really? Why wouldn't they be able to do that?
Maybe it's just the conversion from $1 No,
I don't know.
That would make sense.
I don't know. I know Knit Picks doesn't do shipping to foreign countries except for Canada. But this is a download, so yeah. I don't know. I'm curious. Anyway, this is how it looks so far.
Cute.
I am doing it. I went up a needle size because I was too lazy to hunt for my size 7s, so I'm doing it on US 8. And I'm doing it in a new yarn that I tried called Martha Stewart Crafts yarn. It's a Lion brand yarn that's, I guess, with Martha's input or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge Martha Stewart fan. And when I heard about this on Ravelry, I was like, really?
Well, the funny part is she doesn't knit. She doesn't knit or crocheting.
She's come out in public in articles before now saying she hates knitting.
Oh, really? That I didn't know. But
anyway, there was a big thread about it on Ravelry, and when I read it, I thought, well, I am never buying that yarn. But then I got this really nice gift card to Joann Fabric from my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, and I go to Joann for other stuff. Well, so I was like, you know what?
Some good fabric.
I'll see what they have, and they had this on sale. Buy one, get the other one 50% off. So I was like, I just need 2 skeins for a baby sweater, and I knew I was making this one for my friend who's having a baby next month. So I bought it, and I have to tell you, I really like this yarn. This might be my go-to baby yarn if it stays in existence. The fact that it's already on the sale rack makes me a little nervous that they're not going to have it much longer.
No, I think Lion Brand will at least give it, a couple of years.
This is called the Extra Soft Wool Blend. It has 65% acrylic, 35% wool. It feels really nice, and it's got, you probably can't tell, but it's got kind of a silky sheen to it.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of that merino silk blend that Knit Picks uses.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of it. I did a sweater out of it. I just really like it. It's cushy, and I like it has really nice stitch definition. So I would use it again, even though it's Martha Stewart. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's just funny because Lion Brand, it's odd. This must be in their supposed to be in their high-ender brand, because Lion Brand does the woolies, which is a combination, but it's a different feel to it.
I know, it feels nice, doesn't it? It's almost silky. It's like silky wool.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like acrylic to me.
No,
but it's machine washable. So
it's majority of it's acrylic. So
I know. So
the woolies does.
I'm
kind
saying
of feel
for
acrylic.
babies.
It's not bad.
This is a good baby thing, and it came in a lot of really nice baby colors.
What's the yardage on it?
It's 160 something, 164 yards
for 100 grams.
For 100 grams. It's nice. It's nice heavy wool. As you can see, I'm almost done with the body on this. I have used this pattern before. I knit something for my new niece last year out of this. I did the same cardigan. I do the same modification every time. If you look at the cables in the pattern, they twist the same way, and that drives me crazy because I don't like asymmetry, so I make them mirror each other, which I just think makes it look better.
But, what size are you doing on that?
Well, I was doing the newborn size, but I have to tell you, when I separated for the arms, after only 8 increases, I thought the sleeves holes looked too narrow, and I kind of remembered that problem before, so I increased 10 times, and now I have a big, wide sleeve.
Yeah, but still, you want, being a parent, we both have been, you don't want to be fighting a child
trying to get their arm in the sleeve.
Into a sleeve.
I just felt like a bigger sleeve would be better.
And that way they can layer it. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and so it's going to be bigger than newborn, obviously. It's pretty big. But
but that's okay.
But she'll grow into it.
And that's a good universal sweater. That might be something I might want to try. With
it's
a blue or a green.
It could go boy or girl, and it's really easy. Oh, the other modification I did, she did in the pattern yarn over increases. It leaves a hole. It leaves like an eyelet hole. If you're gonna have a sweater that's this thick, don't put holes in it. That's my attitude. So I just did slanting increases on either side of the stitch. So that's my other modification. But that's what I did the last time too, because that's just a personal peeve of mine. But feel how squish it is.
No, I know it's really squish.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
It came out great. So, you know, I'm saying thumbs up to the pattern because obviously I've knit it twice. And it's this, I started this yesterday. And you can see, like, I'm almost done with the body. And thumbs up on the yarn, Martha Stewart. Good job. I would buy it. And you can get it at Joanne Fabric or anywhere that I presume that they sell Lion Brand yarns.
Yeah, unless it's, yeah, because I know you can buy it at AC Moore, too.
Yeah. So, and they had lots of pretty colors. They had 2 shades of pink, a couple different shades of blue, green,
baby
brown.
colors, I'd say. They were very
Mostly
pastel-y.
baby.
Not pastel-y,
Mostly
but very...
baby colors.
Yeah.
But like modern baby colors
Yeah.
that you'd see. So, yeah. And
nice
that's it
decor.
for On the Needles for me.
All right.
Oh, and I'm storing it in this bag.
So on the needles for me, I got a few things, and the first I'm going to show you, it's called the Super Easy Baby Blanket by Pearl Soho, which I've come to realize I like a lot of her stuff lately.
Yeah, I know. Me too. She
So-
did that big herringbone cowl that
Yes.
I did. That's from
She
Pearl
also
Soho.
did the hat that I've done, the Claudia hat, I want to say. She did that? No, did she? No, she didn't do that one. She did something else. Oh, the cowl, the bandana cowl, and I just favored something else from
There
her.
are a lot of cool things on the Pearl Soho.
Yeah.
The Pearl B.
I just
website.
cued some other things. So this is a super easy baby blanket, and if you see it, it's all just knit and garter, and I'm in the middle of a row, and I apologize. And it uses 7 colors. I did this one when we first started podcasting in 2 colors, red and then a variegated red, yellow, blue to intertwine. This one I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. I'm doing an off-white. And I'm doing a green. And then it's going to go off-white, green, off-white. I got this blue, which I didn't bring the rest of it with me. And then off-white, and then I got a variegated green, blue, and off-white to tie in with this.
Oh, cool.
And I'm doing it 10 ridges per color, where in the original pattern it says 20 ridges per color. So I'm doing 10 of each stripe, and it goes really quick. So it's the Super Easy Baby Blanket by Pearl Soho. It's on US 8 needles, 5 millimeters, various cotton that I've gotten, and it's so squishy. Feel that.
Yeah, I like that.
I made this the springtime, and it was just like, I want one for myself, but it would be a great car blanket.
Yeah.
But it's super mindless. So I just sit, it's like, sits on my couch, next to my couch, and I just pick it up, and I started this like on Sunday, and this is how much I've done. It's 130 cast on stitches, and I'm slipping the edges to make it a nice even edge.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And I'm excited about it. I was just going to do 20 ridges of the off-white and then 20 ridges of the color, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be bored of this. So 10 ridges of each color will at least get me through. So that's one project on the needles. The other one is the Fruit Loop socks. I call them Fruity socks. This is Fruit Loop sock. It's not Fruit Loop socks. These are socks for Zachary, and with Fiber Nymph's Fruit Loop colorway.
Which is super cute color.
I love this. He is so happy with them. They're for Zachary. And the colors are really rich and saturated. There are, with typical hand-dyed, you get some variation to each colors, but I love it that way. It actually, if anyone has eaten Fruit Loops,
it looks like Fruit Loops.
it does, because Fruit Loops aren't a solid color. They're kind of offish white.
Variegated.
They're muted. Muted is what it's called. So I plurked the other day about a short row heel or
and this screen does not do
heel.
justice to
It really
how
doesn't.
vibrant those
It's
colors
really
are.
vibrant. Like the purple is really good. The orange is just so yummy orange. So I plurked the other day about what type of heel to do. And the reason I was plurking or asking is because this is for my 8-year-old who's probably going to be rough on these socks, and I just thought another seam probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah.
So I decided for a short row heel. And some people said they like the looks of the afterthought, but they don't fit very well. So I actually like how the short row came out, because it works just about one color for each, but I have to take this out. And the reason I do it has nothing to do with the sock, and actually it fits perfectly like a glove on him. That's the problem. It fits perfectly like a glove on him. I'd like him to get a little bit more wear out of it, so I'm going to do I'm going to rip it out to the heel, and I'm going to do, I think, one more stripe one more of the orange stripe, which is next, and then start the heel. If I do 2, it would be too big.
Yeah.
And talk about symmetry and stuff. I don't want the heel to be in the middle of a stripe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then the stripe would be just like 2 rows up here, and it just wouldn't look right for the symmetry of it all. But anyways, I love these socks. These are going by super quick. I think I started these on maybe Saturday or something. They're going super quick on 64 stitches, which probably could fit me. They'd be a little tight on 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needles. But he's got some, as my brother calls them, Fred Flintstone feet. He really has the flat feet, square rectangle feet. But what I did also to preserve the color, because I didn't want to start a new color here, is I just had this much between colors. So I just, and we'll see what happens when I rip it out. I'm glad I didn't cut it, though, because I was tempted to cut it.
Oh, I'm glad
I didn't cut it. So there must have been a reason why I knew not to cut it. So anyways, I love, love, love these socks, and they're so soft. It's on her bounce base, which is, I think it's 80/20. I'm not 100% sure, actually.
I'm going to be stocking Fiber Nymph. My mom
did I give you
really
the scraps back? I did.
Yes.
Did you put it away somewhere? Because in that bag is the, has the label.
You might want to keep that.
Well, I have other, it's 80/20. 80 superwash merino, 20 nylon, approximately 400 yards fingering weight, US 02 machine wash cold, air dry flat, Fruit Loops colorway by Fiber Nymph Dye Works, which I love. And I have a sunburn zebra colorway that I'm going to do for Max, and I think with the leftovers, I'm going to do sunburn zebra and a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Oh, that's cute.
For me.
That would be cute.
But I love this yarn. It's so soft and squishy.
It's so pretty!
So that's another thing on the needles. I got a lot going on.
Yes, you do.
I do. Another thing is Max's sweater, and that's not his sweater. That's the swatch. I actually made some progress. This is also going to be a mindless. I have to actually put this on string and make sure that it fits him, because I haven't tried it. Oh, it should fit him. It's going to be a little big, but that's okay. So this is the Wonderful Wallaby. It's in charcoal black, nothing fancy. And that's a good representation of the color.
Yeah.
I'm about 1.5 inches from stopping and doing the pocket. And that's from this book here, The Wonderful Wallaby by Carol Anderson.
That Knittable sent you?
Yes, that Diane Knittable sent me. It's from the Cottage Creations. You can get the pattern booklet at a yarn store near you, or Amazon.com sells it, and it goes from, I think, possibly newborn to adult, size 2 to super size adult, which is an extra, extra large.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can make one for the whole family. And really, the price itself wasn't expensive. It was just, it's not easy to find. It's not a downloadable.
Right.
Which, with that many sizes, you can certainly understand
with
why
downloadables, aren't you now finding that you're becoming really, picky when you see a pattern and you're like, I have to order the pattern.
Or a book.
Forget it.
Or something like that. Yeah, you kind of get in.
You want that instant gratification.
And we were talking about, so this is going to hold the whole sweater's worth, plus the pattern, plus a measuring tape.
Yeah.
And the swatch.
It's a good size bag. Thank you, Lois.
Max's bag, I call it, because it's flames, which he got pajamas again with more flames on it.
I wonder how. Yeah, I think really someone else likes flames.
Yeah, I love flames. And actually, somebody cued a baby hat with flames on it.
And you were like, ooh, I could make that for Max.
No, baby hat. I'd make it for Courtney.
Oh,
and I have orange wool mice and black wool mice.
Oh, that would be good.
As Steve at Dramatic says, let's see, it's Wormize, because it's the W is pronounced V, the O is like as in dog, and the L's are actually pronounced like R's in Spanish.
It's more like Volmize.
Volmize. So, anyways, I have leftovers of that, so I'll probably be doing.
I'm just calling it Woolmize because that's what I call it.
Oh, Volmize. I have one more thing. Oh, the other thing I have on the needles really isn't on the needles. It's a sweater fail, I guess. Maybe I'll wait for my heartbreaks on that one.
Yeah, I
because
think
I
you
can't
should.
seem to find
'Cause I'm
it.
ready
So.
to talk now.
Sorry. So yeah. All right. Yep. I'm done.
You good?
I'm good.
All right. So I have, let's see, 2 finished projects this week, neither of which have ever been shown on the show because I started them during our hiatus. The first thing is called Norwegian Sweet Baby Cat by Gro, G-R-O. She doesn't really have a name, Gro.
That would be.
That maybe is her name because I think she's from Norway, so that could be her name. Anyway, it's a free pattern on Ravelry, but I made it
So
into
cute.
a dinosaur hat. Normally it would just be plain without the little spikes on it. I love how it comes down in a little point in the front and then it
Covers the
has the ear
ears.
flaps. So what I did was I modified it in 2 ways. I got the instructions from...
We tried to model it.
I tried to put it on the
Oscar.
cat, but he was not a fan. Isn't that cute? I followed Rav user Samlyn, S-A-M-M-L-Y-N. She had instructions to size it for a newborn, which I wanted it to be for a newborn. And then I used Nefersties, Neferstie. I used her instructions to make the little ridge.
Now, was the ridge all done in one piece?
Yes.
Okay.
The ridge is made with short rows and wraps, and you just knit as many as you need. And she'd made hers for a toddler, so hers went all the way down the back too. Ooh. But since newborns mostly lie on their backs, yeah. I didn't want to put anything back there, so I just put them on the top. But I think it's super cute. So that is for my cousin's baby. She's having a baby shower this weekend. I hope it gets there on time. Auntie Carol and Julie, I should have said this. If you're watching this, which I don't think she does,
Auntie Carol
don't
does,
look.
though.
Okay, I already told Carol what I was making her. Hi Carol. Hi. So that's that. That was a fun project. I'm going to make this again. This knit up literally in like a day of I started it on New Year's Eve and I finished it on New Year's Day.
So cute.
And I just knit on it randomly. It went together really fast. The only mod that I would make is when they do the decreases. This is a triple decrease, so it's like a knit 3 together type thing. I would probably do it next time so it was centered because it's not
I
symmetrical.
kind of like the look though.
Yeah, well, you do it over a twisted stitch. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but a little bit. My symmetry thing. So yeah,
and then you're making fun of my symmetry thing with the stripes.
Striping doesn't bother me. It has to do with mirror images. So anyway, that's the Norwegian Sweet Baby Cat. And then I made the Garter Stitch Baby Kimono, which I talked about last week by Joji Locatelli. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I did a lot of modification. It's cute. I did a lot of modification to this. Instead of binding off the stitches on the diagonal neck edge, I did a triple decrease, a leaning triple decrease. I thought it just... one of the other people that I read their pattern notes, and I can't remember which one it is, but I'm sure they're linked on my pattern page as one of my help people, said that they thought it made a cleaner decrease edge, and I really agree with that. So I did that. I also didn't cast off these stitches or the back of the neck. Instead, I Kitchenered the tops together so that it would give a nice clean shoulder seam with that's where I did the Kitchener right there. And then I was able to use the stitches, the live stitches to knit on the edging, which made it a lot easier than picking up. Mm-hmm. Picking up all the stitches down here was a pain. I think next time I would slip a stitch at the edge to make it easier for picking up the I-cord. And then I did I-cord edging, which is not a part of the original pattern. And I actually used the tutorial from Pearl Soho website, Pearl B website, on how to do an applied I-cord on something when you have 2 colors. It's slightly different than you do this sort of wrapping, and you wrap a stitch over, a yarn over, so that it looks more neat. I can't really describe it, but I used that tutorial. All I need to do, I already bought the buttons. I need to put the buttons on, and I'm going to put a snap on this side to hold it.
Where's the buttonholes, or do you not have buttonholes?
They're on this side.
Oh, okay.
Buttonholes are here. I already bought the buttons. I was supposed to block this last night, and I forgot. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night and woke up this morning and said, oh no, because this really needed to be mailed out today. So it's going to have to go tomorrow, and I hope it gets there by Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
I don't know.
Oh,
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yeah, but it's only going north, right?
I know. It's only going. It's only going like 2 states away. So hopefully it'll.
Well,
be
the only
right.
problem is when do they get their mail on Saturday?
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It'll go with the little thing. And I had a little minor heartbreak. I started baby booties and got halfway done with them. And I've made these before. They're my favorite baby booties to make. And I did the whole first half wrong.
Oh no!
I'm like, why do these look so weird? But I kept going.
Which baby booties did you do?
They're called blue feet booties or blue booties or something. I love them because they look like little LL Bean boots. Do you remember I made those?
Okay, yep.
If you look at my project page, you can see that I've made them before, and I think they're super cute, but I did them wrong, so no booties with this, because although
you can always do
now I have an extra day, maybe I can.
Well, you can always do booties later and send it later.
Yeah, I could. The baby's not going to be here for another 4 weeks. So anyway, that's all I have for Rate Your Dates, and both of these patterns I highly recommend. But do read the project notes on both of them because they give some really good tips on ways to modify it to make it just that little bit better. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Your
I
turn.
only have one Rate Your Date. And I think I started it before the break. It's Dot the Dress Up Monster by Rebecca Danger in her big book of knitted monsters.
Yeah.
I did it in some scrap yarn, although we think the pink is Cherry Tree Hill.
I think so.
Super Sock Select or something like that. But
Yeah.
anyways, so this is Dot. And I think her lips are a little sideways, but that's okay.
Makes her more monstery.
Yeah. So the ears are a little fuzzy, which I kind of like. You can't, you can kind of see it over here. See they're fuzzy? I got a whiff of lavender for some reason. I'm not sure.
It's from the candle.
Well, I keep my stash of lavender.
AKA baby head model.
So I think Doc calls for worsted weight. A lot of her stuff calls for worsted weight, but I did mine in sock yarn. This was really thin, so I doubled this, and her ears are so thick now. But she is super, super, super cute. I love how she worked out the pooling right here, and on the back it's purple. So I did, Doc calls for a circular eye, but I did a heart instead.
Yeah,
For
that's
Knit
cute.
One Heart too. This is going to be
because
going.
we heart the person we're sending
We
this
do.
to.
And so this will be going away. I used blue eyes. I had purple and I was contemplating that, but at that point I had the blue in and I'm like, blue's staying. So I did this on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters with scrap. I love it. And I really like doing the small monsters. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't like seaming or putting them all together. So normally monsters are just the arms. I think I'm going to stick with that, and I was so contemplating not putting the ears on last night because they were hard to get to stand up, but I really love her.
I love how it came out.
She's super, super, super cute, and her arms are a little awkward too, but that's okay because this person I think is just going to have it standing up and
She will
protecting
love
her.
it.
And I thought somebody mentioned that this would be a great idea if you put like a sachet inside it,
Oh, yeah.
and it becomes
like
a protector of yarn. And I was tempted to, but I was finishing up this last night because I wanted it done and sent out. And the mods on this is the pattern calls for doing the legs first. You do one leg, then you do the other, and then you cast on. I do it where I start from the top with Judy Magic Cast On and increase stitches, and then do, put stitches on hold for one leg, cast off, work the leg, and then pick up for the other leg. It actually worked out almost quite right. Just because I'm not a big fan of doing two legs and then casting on stitches. I find it very loose. I'd rather do it this way instead. And it works the same, and she's super squishy. So.
very cute.
Love her. I'll be doing more monsters throughout the year, but may or may not have ears because I really didn't like that.
You heard it first here.
But I mean, I love the ears. It's just, again, sewing them on was a pain in the tush.
Yeah.
And I had done a heart, a different size heart, and it was too big for the eye.
Yeah.
I was almost contemplating putting it on the butt.
That would have been cute.
It would have been, but again, it would have been more seaming, and I really didn't want to do that.
All right, is that it?
That's it for me. That's all I have for finished dates.
Well, there's no whirlwind romances this week because I basically knit all during my break, and I actually did very little spinning. Nothing that is ready to be shown. For future dates, I decided for our knit along.
Oh, that's right.
Which we should probably just talk about here. I am going to knit up this sock weight yarn that I spun in the Mommy Needs to Spin yarn colorway from Six Fat Cats Knitting.
Six Cats Knitting.
Six Cats Knitting, who no longer has a store open.
Or is temporarily closed. We looked into her. She's also the one who did the Terpsichore shawl.
Terpsichore, yeah.
Terpsichore that was popular around Halloween and November time. So we're not sure what's going on.
But I really recommend her bases if you have them. Like I said, I wasn't in love with this when I was the colors when I was spinning it. But now that it's done, I think it'll make a nice pair of hand spun socks. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think I'm just going to do a plain toe-up sock, and I might try to do an afterthought heel because I've never done that before. Everyone's doing them.
Well, I have a sock for you for the afterthought heel, and I'm going to be doing it, and I was tempted to do it with Zachary's. I don't know the name. I think I cued it, and it's So You Want to Knit Socks, I think it's called. Mm-hmm. And it has an afterthought heel. This is so that you can just completely knit and not even worry. It has an afterthought heel. And then it puts waste yarn after the ribbing, mm-hmm. and then you continue with the ribbing. Continue the cuff of
and you just keep going?
You just keep going. And then you do the wedge of the toe and you Kitchener it. I'll link it because that might be the next sock I want to do.
I might try that. That would be fun.
It looks really, really fun.
But let's talk briefly about the knit along. We are doing, like we did the mitten knit along.
Yes.
We are doing a sock knit along. It starts right now.
Yeah, we'll open up the thread tonight or tomorrow.
For 2 months.
For 2 months.
Because not everybody can knit a sock and a pair of socks in a month.
We're starting late in January, and February is a short month, although it is 1 day longer because it's a leap year. So it will end on the 29th of February.
And any socks that you have completed during that 2-month period, you can put a picture of.
It doesn't have to be started.
It doesn't have to be started. It could have been started. It just has to be completed. And it needs to
finished.
Be a pair.
Yeah,
no single socks.
We need to see a picture of 2 socks.
But if you started one last month or last year or whatever, and you want to finish it up, it'll be like motivation for you to get some of your whips done.
So that's going to be our
and we'll draw, again, 2 winners.
Yeah, we're drawing 2 winners today, which we will do later, and it's going to be sock yarn, so that it might help you along.
If you win, you might want to knit socks with it. So anyway, that's future dates. Start picking your sock patterns. Doesn't have to be fancy sock either, and it doesn't have to be in sock weight yarn.
No, worsted. Oh my gosh, I love worsted weight socks, and actually that's
So there's no excuses.
There really isn't, especially for the 2 winners. We're giving you some sock yarn. Like, who doesn't have sock yarn in their stash? Honestly. Really.
People who say, "Oh, those needles are so small, I could never use them."
Use
like my mother, who used to say that, and now all she does is knit socks.
And I got a pair on my feet to prove it. Yeah, no kidding. But you can do worsted weight, which is a size 4 or 5, which isn't that bad.
Yeah, you can do anything.
My future dates is actually I want to fix some socks. I was looking through my stash of socks, and there's a couple that I need to darn, and
we have to do a darning episode.
Well, I just need to do I was looking through the ones that I just recently washed, and there's a pair that need to be fixed. And then they're getting thin, so I just want to go over it. So, but I think my new rule is going to be you darn it once. If you have to darn it twice, it's got to go in the trash or find another use for it. Because I can't keep darning socks. It hurts me so bad to throw something out, especially that you put so much time and effort into it. But darning it is just not worth the effort. It's almost better to knit another pair of socks.
I like darning socks.
And there's a hat that I need to fix, and it's the Make-A-Wish. It's not a Make-A-Wish. It's the ribbon hat that I did.
Right.
I am going to make it into a cowl. So all I'm going to do is rip down the decrease, do a ribbing, and make it in a cowl or a headband, because I'd wear it more that way.
Cool.
So I just want to do that.
Those are your future dates?
Yeah, those are my future dates, and then finish whatever I have here.
Crushes and heartbreaks. I'm going to go first because I have a lot of people to thank.
First anyways.
I know.
Oh, I was going to put those in the baubles and bling. But.
Oh, yeah, well, I think they deserve like their own little thing. I didn't, A lot of people sent me patterns for Christmas, and I thank you. And I'm going to say who you are now and the pattern. And I would have actually shown a picture of the pattern, except that I need to buy more ink for my printer. So ain't going to happen. But I got some really wonderful things. I want to say thank you to NAK in Virginia. She sent me Rivolo, which is a scarf pattern from Knit Spot, Ann Hansen, who is my favorite designer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amelia Bella sent me Rendezvous, which is a shawl I've been dying to do by Lily Go, and I just actually joined Lily Go's Ravelry group.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited. I'm going to definitely, that's coming up soon, because I am really, as soon as I finish that other shawl, I'm on it. Knittables sent me Crestview cardigan pattern that I had recently just loved from Winged Knits. Someone who prefers to remain anonymous sent me Semele, Semele, which is a shawl from Asa Tricosa Designs, which was in my queue. Legal Girl sent me Snow White, a sweater by Isolde Teague, who is also one of my favorite designers.
You got to meet at Rhinebeck.
I know. I was so fangirly around her. And I met Ann Hansen at Rhinebeck twice. And I have been dying to knit Snow White. So I think Snow White is going to be a summer knitting project for me.
Okay.
I want to wait until I lose some more weight before I knit it because it's a fitted sweater and I don't want it to be giant.
Well, you kind of also have to finish the sweater you're working on now.
Yeah, but that's going to be done in a couple weeks. That's almost done.
Okay.
Jack's grandma sent me Paisley Socks pattern from Stephanie Edding Designs, which I toyed with using on my hand spun, but I just think it'll be, that hand spun should probably just be plain.
Yeah.
There's like way too much going on.
And there's nubbiness and...
Yeah. And then Fiber Nymph sent me the Roxbury Pond shawl from Christine Burkhardt Designs. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. And where's that card?
I got it right here.
I got a card, which I know who the person is, but they didn't write their name on the card, so I'm leaving it anonymous, but thank you. I know who you are. Who sent to me, for Sheila, to me, a wonderful card. And she donated $50 in our name to the Children's Liver Association for support services, which
So
is
we
really
thank you
wonderful.
for that. That was really nice.
And she gave a little gift card of extra money. And read what she wrote in the card because it was so sweet.
You inspire me to be a better daughter and friend. Thank you for all you do, fellow knitter.
Isn't that nice? I loved it. I cried when I opened that. So thank you. Big love. Thank you. That was wonderful.
Okay.
And children with liver problems all over the United States. Thank you.
Yes, because, you know, it really, it does help everybody. So we appreciate it. I have some crushes and heartbreaks. So I'm just going to go into, well, let me just do this quick crush because I started a baby sweater for my friend Courtney, and it's Boutros Babe, which is Heather from Highland Handmaids did this. It's Sock KAL yarn sweater or something like that.
Stripy yarn.
No, it's not the scrappy one.
No.
It's a different one, and it's just a crew neck type of deal, which is this, which a lot of people said is big to accommodate for the heads, but the crush on this is it calls for size 4 U.S. needles, and this is size 4.
The heartbreak, you mean.
Yeah, sorry, the heartbreak, and it's really kind of thin. I mean, I know it, you know, most babies wear t-shirts and stuff underneath it, but so this, I was going to use these two yarns, and I'm now contemplating on whether or not I want to. They're both rather thin yarns. One is the Knitting Goddess. It's the the green woodpecker. I'm sorry, the green woodpecker colorway, and it is quite vibrant, red, green, yellows. It's kind of pretty, and I thought the green of this one would tone it down a little. Which this one is Studio Avenue 6 in light yellow green and medium yellow green. It's supposed to be a self-striping, I believe, but I thought it would be good. So I think I'm still going to try it, go up in size, but down in needle size.
Yeah.
Because I really want to use these. I think these would be nice colors with the accent of the red, and then make a hat and booties. So that's my sweater fail on that. So we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
45 minutes.
All right.
I'm over here panicking when I see how much stuff we have to do.
Okay. So So then the crush has come into family and friends, and the knitting community has been wonderful. I've gotten some PMs from people who are catching up from the the episodes. So I just want to say thank you on that.
For everybody.
And I want to say thank you to Allison, Legal Girl, for the Stripe Mania socks pattern. Jack's grandma for the Brick by Brick sock pattern, which is from Sarah at Rain Lover Knits. She just published that recently. I want to say thank you to Lisa for the Fiber Nymph for the Variance cowl, which I love. It's like a stockinette garter cowl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I think that was done in pashmina. So, and I'm gonna, because it kind of ties in with you and the variants, we also got, this is kind of considered bauble and bling, but Nancy, who is also known as Knit Knack in Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's the same person who donated you a pattern.
Right.
Sent me these lovely, lovely skeins of pashmina. And they are absolutely gorgeous. And the color is pretty dead on right here.
Oh, yeah.
And her lovely note, a small gift for you. I can share with Wendy or not. It's up to me. And I did share. Wendy's taking the green. And she just wanted to say thank you. And she sent us these lovely, nice skeins.
And we are very appreciative.
Yeah, we are very, very appreciative.
I am very appreciative of Sheila of sharing because she didn't have to.
Of course I would.
But when she said she could share, I was like, I hope you will.
So I let Wendy pick what color she wanted, knowing what color she would pick, hoping what color she would pick, because I really love the pink and the gray together. For some reason, I'm into pink and gray lately. But so thank you very much,
and
Nancy.
you can make your new pattern with that. Thank you, Nancy.
Yes,
even
the variants.
Even though technically this was intended for Sheila. Thank you.
Well, no,
It's
she
in
said
the
I
time.
could share.
It's in the time colorway.
Yeah, mine is in rose
posy.
Oh, posy, and then they were all flowery themed, I think, or something. Silver fox, which is all plants, I think. Silver fox is a flower, I think. So
maybe,
that's.
And maybe if I have enough, I can make the pattern that she sent me in this colorway.
Yeah. So that's kind of part of my baubles and bling. Yeah, that's all I have for baubles and bling and crushes and heartbreaks. So
I have a lot of baubles and
bling.
Baubles and bling. I have a lot. I'm going to go fast. I got really spoiled at Christmas by my husband. He bought me, well, he and the kids bought me 3 bumps of fiber. The first fiber is this purple bat of unknown origin. It came with no tag. My husband, he got it at Mind's Eye Yarn. My husband helpfully told me that he thinks it's wool.
I'd say that's a fair guess.
I was talking with my friend Diane in Oz, and she thinks that this is probably Ashford base merino. So, I don't know. It's very pretty, though. So I got that. That's from Mind's Eye Yarn in Cambridge.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, where is that?
And then he ordered me this bat. Sorry, there's going to be some tape sound. From Hobbledehoy Yarn and Fiber on Etsy. This is called the Brownie Sunday Rolly Bat.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's got purples and browns and like this gorgeous pop of blue.
That is just absolutely
And
gorgeous.
it's got sparkly in it. It is, in fact, a blend of Polworth Merino, Tussa Silk, Baby Surrey Alpaca, Bamboo, and Sparkle. And it is 3.1 ounces. So there's that. This is the business card. Hobbledehoyfibers.com. And then he also got me from the same store another bat, which does not have the weight on it, but I'm going to guess it's about 3 ounces. This is called the Haunted Rolly Bat, and it is Polworth Bamboo, Tencel, and Sparkle, and I love
gorgeous.
It. It's purple and green. I know, I just spun that purple and green.
Yeah, but...
And like a dark blacky brown black color.
That's gorgeous.
And sparkly. It is beautiful. I just love it. Feel it how soft it is. I can't wait.
Ooh.
So he got me that. And then I might have got some presents for myself. We went up to Yarn and Fiber Company to buy prizes for the show, and I picked up another 4-ounce bump of combed targhee in the Red Rover colorway, which has purples and this pop of yellow in it. There's the purple. To match the bump that I showed you before, because I'm spinning that. I have 4 ounces of it, and I decided I wanted another 4 ounces because I'm going to spin for worsted weight. So I wanted a little bit more, so I actually have enough to, I might make my daughter's backpack out of that, since the last time I didn't have enough. And while I was there, I picked up this hand-dyed Corriedale from Ivy Brambles in the Meadow colorway.
Pretty.
Which is, I haven't spun Corriedale before, so I thought I would do it. And since I got a little bonus from I used my frequent buyer card on all the prizes, so I was able to pick up something. I pretty much got this for free because of the bonus, so it was really good. So that's my baubles and bling that I'm showing you. I'm going to mention I got a Shocked Tensioned Lazy Kate, the floor version for my spinning wheel. I've been spinning out of 2 baskets on the floor, and this will be much easier. My husband got me that for Christmas too, so I was really blessed with all the Christmas and fiber related Christmas goodies. So
okay,
let's do the prize drawing now.
Yes. So what you entered for the mittens, and we're gonna.
We have 2 prizes.
We have 2 prizes. These are sock yarns, so that you know.
This is 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon with lurex, and it is from soysilk.com, the Southwest Trading Company, their Little Star brand, and I don't know if it has a colorway. Pavo might be the colorway.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's purple, blue, green, and it's got a little sparkle in it, and we got it because it's different. It's interesting. So that's one prize.
And then the other prize is the Twisted Lemon, and I won this for part of the Podcaster Challenge. It's called the Summer Breeze. It's 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon, about 437 yards. It's self-striping in the yellow and the turquoise.
Turquoisey green.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It is. It's very pretty.
Very spring.
Yeah, spring, summer, and I'm just... Sorry. So the rules on this one is we're going to do a random number generator 2 times. Well, for 2 winners. We just picked the images. It has to be a completed pair of mitts.
And it has to be an image of the completed pair of mitts.
Yeah, there's a couple of images that
are not.
Are like kitty cats or something.
So if a number comes up and it isn't an image or it's not a completed pair of mitts, we're going to pick another number.
Yes.
Because we really want to make... So... Note to self for the socks knit along. Make sure you post a completed image of both of your socks.
So here is, I pulled up. So if I pull up, say, 18, that's not on here, we're just going to
draw another number. Okay.
So randomnumber.org.
For the shiny sock yarn.
I'm going to do, it probably would help if I see how many we have to random number to.
Oh, you have to do the whole thread.
Well, you do post 4 because that started it. Post
right.
4 is the first picture to the last picture, and then we'll go from there.
And that's right, because the last picture would be the last post.
Yep. Last picture is... So it post 4 to 324.
4 to 324.
And number 324 was these gorgeous... Oops,
I know.
other way
Some
around.
people had some gorgeous projects.
Gloves. 4 to 324.
Let's see. Who will it be?
First one for the sparkly is 237. So
Let's
bear
hope
with me.
That's an actual picture.
Yeah, this is gonna 237. Because if not, then we got to go back again.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
232, 33. Oh, it is. It's Freydale.
Frey or Freydela, as I call her.
Oh.
I don't know how you pronounce your name. Freydela.
I want it. It's I always Oh yeah.
Kim. Her name is Kim, right?
Kim. Yep. Kim, you won that. And
Yay,
so
Kim!
you want to write that down?
Oh, that's
Post
a really
237
good idea.
here.
I got
Post
it.
237. Kim Freydeli. Maybe
Kim.
Freydeli. And these are her finished mitts.
Gorgeous. Kim,
So.
I'm going to PM you for your address.
Well, let them watch first. Give them a week.
I will. No,
We'll give you a
I will
week.
give you a week, but I will
So,
then PM you for your
And that was post 237.
So once you see this, PM me first with your address.
Yes. So the next one I just generated for the Twisted Limon is post 89. Let's hope that that's...
The excitement builds. This could be yours. I like the way this is wound up. It's kind of neat.
Oh, I think I went too far.
I wonder how they do that.
I don't know.
I really kind of like the way this is balled up. It's very pretty.
It's kind of like the Zobra ball.
Yeah, kind of.
What did I say, 89?
I don't know.
Oh, 89 is not a valid post.
Oh, no.
So we post again.
112. Keep your fingers crossed. So exciting.
112 is a valid post by Halifax Mommy.
Halifax Mommy.
And her real name is
Oh, I
Crystal.
should write this down.
So post 112, Crystal, Crystal. And she did this chevron love mitten, and I love the colors on this. It's gorgeous.
And am I guessing, is she from Canada?
Maybe. So those are her mittens.
And this is what you won.
Another stripey.
Yay.
Yeah, she is from Canada.
Halifax.
I know.
I was guessing. Yay. All right.
So
Crystal, PM me with your address.
Thank
and if
you.
I don't hear from you, I will PM you by, now we'll do it next week.
So we're going to start the thread for the socks knit along. 2 months from now until the end of February, which is the 29th. Around midnight, give or take, depending on who's up and when, is when... It's okay. When we'll do the drawing for that one.
And I'm just going to quickly show you.
Oh, okay, because I wanted to... All right, quickly show what other prizes we'll be giving away.
These are some other prizes that we bought with our money.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
The Funky Monkey Hand Paints Superwash in the apple colorway. Some lace weight yarn from Yarn and Fiber Company, which is my favorite base.
Some Cascade Heritage hand-painted sock yarn in the lovely color 9926.
Funky Monkey Hand Paints in the spring colorway. We thought those were super pretty. Those are all from Yarn and Fiber Company. That one we've already shown. Then we got some Aslan Trends
that's
Santa
gorgeous.
Fe in the pink. You get 2 skeins.
That's from Butterfly Yarns.
Butterfly Yarns. Some Cascade Heritage and another
I didn't realize
fabulous
you bought another
one.
Cascade Heritage.
We did, because
I
it's
love
so
the blue,
pretty.
though. That's gorgeous.
We got 3 Cascade
Oh, all right.
Heritages.
Really gorgeous.
Yes, and this is the brownie one. And then some Ella Ray. Lace merino, but really it's a fingering weight in a pretty gray color.
And that one is
Color 8.
460 yards. I was just, lace merino, but I was wondering 460.
It's really a
so.
fingering weight.
And this is the Ivy Brambles lace that we always
The
talk
colorway
about.
is Friar's Bay, and this is a limited edition colorway. So
I just really wanted to touch upon for Gossip and Innuendo's knitting resolutions. I don't know if anyone has made any, and if you do, we'll post a thread on that to see what your knitting resolutions are. Mine are to knit 12 pairs of socks, whether they're for me or other people. So Zachary's socks will be included in one. I'm going to knit at least 1 sweater for myself, at least 1.
good.
I'm not buying any more sock yarn this year. Hoping not to.
And you don't need
Just
to.
what I have alone, never mind what's coming to me, is 65 pairs. And, I wanted to mention the Snuggles for Yarnivore, where you can make snuggle blankets. I'll post it. It's little blankets for animals, different sizes. I'll talk more about this next week, I promise.
We had a lot this week, and we're really
But I
running up
do
against
want,
our
if you're
time.
interested, I'll put the link over to her post so that you want to do it.
And my personal resolution is to lose another 50 pounds, so I'm going to be working on that. And anybody who's losing weight, post in the support thread.
Yeah, that's active again, I've noticed.
And my crafting resolution this year is to knit only what I love and to make more time for spinning, because I want to do that too. And I am going to be talking about this great post that I read on a blog. But I'm going to do it starting next week because I don't have enough time. But for those of you who want to get a head start and read it, it's the blog Mark and Angel Hack Life, Practical Tips for Productive Living. And you can see it at www.markandangel.com. Sheila will put the link on it. The post is called 30 Things to Stop Doing to Yourself. And I'm going to work on those too because I think everyone should consider 2012 the year of you.
So on that note, You can see us on iTunes or at the blog, knit1heart2.blogspot.com. Reach us at knit1heart2@gmail.com. Knit with heart, everybody.
Knit
Have
with
a good
heart.
week.
Bye.